Weekly update for Friday, December 31st. A letter from Al Nickerson, which explains why I am holding up Sword of Eden once again. Letter dated September 24th. Hi Dave, how are things? I find that things are very things-like in 2021. And I probably don't have to explain that to anybody. Thank you so much for the tweet, which is a faxed tweet, promoting the Sword of Eden. I very much appreciate your kind comments concerning the graphic novel and of your fondness for Professor Jack. Jack Kirby was an incredible force within comics. I marvel, snicker in parentheses, at all of his contributions. Not only was there Kirby's dynamic storytelling within his superhero stories, but there was his versatile skills in drawing various styles depending on the genre. And of course, I appreciate all of the characters that Kirby created. I don't have to tell you this, Dave. I just wanted to share my appreciation of Jack Kirby. I had wondered what Jack Kirby would be like if he were a comic book character. To me, it would seem that he would have been the world's greatest inventor and explorer. I just had to create Professor Jack. I was very happy to have Diamond distribute The Sword of Eden. Potentially, the graphic novel can now reach a wider audience in the direct market. After I had heard all of the news of how Marvel and DC were doing less business with Diamond, I contacted the distributor again about The Sword of Eden. Thankfully, Diamond had decided, after all, to distribute my graphic novel. On the topic of working in comics, it seems that the smart thing to do is to avoid work made for hire. God has blessed me with a wonderful career while working in comics and animation. I am very thankful. Still, it doesn't compare to working on one's creator-owned, self-published comics/graphic novels. I own my stuff. I don't have an editor telling me how to write or draw my stuff. I have full control publishing my stuff. Speaking of which, I'm enclosing a very recent article by the Hollywood Reporter titled, quote, Marvel suing to keep rights to, quote, Avengers, unquote, characters from copyright termination, unquote. It would be interesting to see what happens to the Spider-Man property. I pray that all is well, Dave. I think we all pray that all is well. Thank you for all of your help. Thank you for your outspokenness. And thank you for all of your work in comics. Grace and peace. Solus Christus in Christ Jesus, Al Nickerson. And one more time, we're going to give you the Diamond Order Code for the Sword of Eden. STL, just like St. Louis, STL 204806. And you can always Google search Al Nickerson or Sword of Eden online and order it direct from Al. But it would be nice to give some of the comic stores some extra business. Okay, that'll do it for the weekly update this week. I hope we'll see a bunch of you again next week.